Hi, and welcome to Bacon and Eggs Sunday Brunch.
This is a special episode we cooked up to talk about Thor Ragnarok.
Because honestly, we just couldn't wait until we got to it in the right order.
We do want to 100% let you know there will be spoilers in this episode.
So if you don't want to have this movie spoiled for you, stop listening right now.
And if you're still here, we're going to assume you've seen this movie, so great.
This is going to be a mini episode.
We promise to get to a full review later on.
But we just wanted to give you some of our preliminary thoughts. And who knows, maybe we'll do a few more of these.
We're going to play around with it, kind of test the waters, so let us know what you think.
So without further ado, Ethan, what did you think of Thor Ragnarok?
Oh my god, it was so good. Oh
my god, it was so good. It was so cool.
Good. Oh my god, I love this movie. Holy crap.
With the lightning and the...
Okay.
Okay, so, Ethan, this movie got a 93% critic rating so far, today's Sunday Brunch, from critics, and an 89% audience ranking on Rotten Tomatoes. And last I checked, I think the Metacritic was like 69, maybe? I could be wrong.
So we're including this now to make sure that we kind of give ourselves a frame of reference for later when we do the full review and tell you, where we put in our power rankings, everything like that. And
in case it goes down or up, or who knows?
I'm imagining they generally tend to drop a little bit over time.
Right.
Just, it's a lot easier for it to drop than it is for it to go up.
We don't have time for this, Ethan! What was your thought?
Okay, wow.
We gotta get right into it. This is, come on, quick. So, this movie, we get a brand new Thor. We like nobody we've ever seen before. Of course, it's still Chris Hemsworth, still same character in the MCU, but somebody we've never seen before. What do you think of the new Thor?
I love the new Thor. The new, he's trying to be personable, and we get a lot more of his personality in general. He's not just Mr. Big Hammer.
Yeah, he's not just Mr. Big Hammer. I feel like he took a lot of inspiration from a lot of the more recent Marvel movies. Honestly, he took a lot of inspiration from Peter Quill. He took inspiration from Ant-Man. He took inspiration from Benedict Cumberbatch and Doctor Strange. Golly jeepers. The man's name is impossible.
Broccoli Cuddle Barth.
And we get this really sarcastic, really cool Thor that I think, you're supposed to be like, well, this isn't how Thor was, but I'm going to chalk this up to he's been out doing these adventures for 2 years while, Loki, I guess, has been, running the show in Asgard.
He straight up says to Surtur that he's just, or not even, he said to the skeleton that he's been chasing Infinity Stone things across the cosmos.
Right.
And I didn't find any, but.
Right, and he's just been doing this, sort of silly maneuver-ish.
Oh, and I think it was just such a great way to introduce it with that monologue to the skeleton explaining what Thor's been up to. Very, Jack Sparrow.
Right.
In
the
cage.
I completely agree.
Talking to, were you concerned? Thor's in a cage.
Right.
It was so good. It was so good. And there's jokes on jokes on jokes in this movie, but I never once felt like it was overdone or cheesy. Like, a lot of the times when you get these big serious movies and somebody tries to make a joke and you're just like, why would you do that?
Well, actually, that was actually kind of one of my small complaints, was that it was hilarious. I was dying laughing the whole time. I really was.
Yeah.
But there was a couple parts where I was like, I don't know if they're going to say something here that's like a joke and it gets in the way of the plot. And I don't know that it happened, but I felt concerned that it was going to happen.
Yeah, I never really felt like it got in the way of the plot, though. I felt like they kept the plot very succinct, very clear. It had a great story arc. It actually had a plot,
right?
Which has been some of the last ones we reviewed. It felt like there wasn't really a whole lot going on in the story, and it was a lot of just forced character development. And this was just a lot of story. We went a long way with the characters.
Yeah, I completely agree. And then I also, one of the big characters in this movie outside of just Thor is our good friend Bruce Banner, but he's not Bruce Banner for most of the movie, or maybe about half and half, but he's the Hulk. What do you think of Hulk in this movie?
See, this is the one thing I kind of have an issue with, and I don't even know if it's an issue yet. I still haven't figured it out. I haven't figured out how I feel about Hulk in this movie. Yeah, because it is... He talks a lot.
He does. He says a lot of things, and I can't tell, I almost felt like they didn't quite decide what Hulk was going to be saying, or what sort of mentality he was going to have. I felt like at some points he was acting like a dog who could speak, and he was like, "Oh, good boy, I'm Hulk, I smash, yeah." And then other parts I felt like he was this real nuanced, thought out.
Right, he was having full-fledged conversations, and
right. So I didn't know how to feel, and maybe that's Hulk has been Hulk for 2 years. Maybe that's sort of
right,
where he is in his development.
That's I think what they built in there is Hulk has has learned personality. He is just Hulk to these people, so he's had people that are just treating him like a person as Hulk
thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, and clearly he's got this great relationship on screen with Valkyrie, and like they're friends, just straight up like friends. Like they clearly like each other.
Right.
And I just thought that was so interesting, and I just don't know if I'm sold on it though.
Yeah, I don't know either. I know that he, when he gets back into Bruce Banner mode, he's like, "Oh my gosh, what's going on, Sokovia?" And I don't know that I realized that Bruce Banner didn't know what was going on while he was the Hulk. Was that like a?
I don't know that it was necessarily clear.
I mean, I guess they could write that in. Like, I'm trying to think through all the movies, and there's so many of them. If there was a time where like somebody asked Bruce Banner about something he did as the Hulk, and he was like, "What?" But I think he generally just sort of accepts it.
They also kind of just said that it was a little bit different because he makes the comments about, it felt like he makes the comments about it felt like he was just kind of the other guy had the keys at that point and like he could get it back. But this time he talks about how he was just stowed in the trunk.
Right.
And so I think it was just different. And I think that, maybe crossing dimensions as Hulk
really messed him up.
Yeah, really messed him up. Had some kind of like effect on that.
Right. And Hulk is even aware that like Banner is the other guy.
Yeah.
And to him, Banner's dead.
Right.
It's like I want to be Hulk from now on.
Right. Well, and I that's a great point, is because like Banner obviously only wants to be Banner.
Right. And Hulk obviously only wants to be Hulk.
Right. And that's just self-preservation.
Hulk is like a rage monster, right? I mean, in Incredible Hulk, we get this character who can kind of, interact with Banner and sees Liv Tyler's character and is sort of going back and forth between who he is, and he's kind of calmable. But this character is like a silly, like not a rage monster. He's like he can walk and talk and do normal things. And I guess, like we said, that's sort of where he's at. But he just doesn't seem like anger doesn't seem like the emotion that Hulk is biggest at,
But yeah, no, I agree with that. But he also just sits down and says like, I was so angry. I'm always so angry.
Yeah. Well, I think that was a reference to Avengers 1 where Ruffalo was
No, but I mean, I get that. But like also, I think that's just him having a struggle.
Right.
It's like, I think Hulk wants to be Hulk, but I don't think Hulk wants to be angry.
I hear you there. But moving on.
Yeah, this is not tie anything to talk about the Hulk.
Right.
We had a whole movie about that. You can go back to episode 2.
Right. The actual movie, Korg Ragnarok.
Korg Ragnarok.
Hit theaters this Thursday. Korg. Voiced by the director, who I forgot the name of because it's not open right now because I have the script open.
It is Taika Waititi.
Oh my
I don't know how to pronounce
gosh.
that. That might be wrong, but I'm sorry, Mr. Waititi, if you're listening.
If you made a great movie. We're super happy with it.
But
Korg is the show stealer. Like almost every character in this movie is the comic relief, but Korg is the comic relief to the comic relief.
In a comedy.
Right.
It's, oh man, one of the best comic relief characters I've ever seen in my life. Just,
yeah.
Because he is so serious.
He's not even, but the voice is so funny.
No, the voice is so funny, but the character totally is like, he's totally in character. Like he is.
Right, like he's accepted the world that he's become a part of, and he's just like, well, that's how things are, Like, it would be a totally weird conversation for him to have with anybody else, everything that he says.
Right.
Because, like, the world that he exists in is like, he just sort of accepts everything that happens to him.
Right. Like, he's just, he's living, he introduces Meek like a coworker. He's like, this is Meek, this is my friend, he has knives for hands.
Right.
Like, oh, this is Jeff that has the cubicle next to me.
Right. This is just how life is,
Right.
This is part of it.
He gets up with Heimdall and it's just like, hey, we're getting on the spaceship. Do you want to come with us?
Right, like we're leaving here. Very excited. I've already seen interviews and reports that Korg is not going to be gone. Korg will be back.
That's good. That's good.
In movies to come.
Korg very much struck me as a character that was outplayed or displaced from Guardians of the Galaxy, from that like universe into this movie. And I think that's partly part of that rainbow bridge over to involving Guardians.
Right. And I think like Guardians has their like comic relief in, I guess.
I want to see a buddy cop movie with Korg and Drax.
Korg and Drax? I was thinking about Rocket, but
no, I want to see Korg and Drax.
I think I'd be all about that. I don't know about a buddy cop movie, but definitely some interaction between the two of them.
No, I want a whole buddy cop movie where like they go across the galaxy fighting crime. Like just regular crime.
But yeah.
Oh, I love
Korg Ragnarok. Great movie, great character.
I love Korg.
Absolutely loved it. And then we get the next note in our script. I'm not going to do. I'm going to skip to something else.
Say let's move down there.
Let's talk about our villains in this movie. We get
Goldblum. 3 kind of villainous characters. Well, we have one straight up villainous character who wants to murder everybody and destroy the whole world.
Well, destroy one of the realms.
Yes.
Well, I guess 2 of them want to destroy one of the realms.
Oh,
but
so who are we considering?
I can't remember the name of like Diablo Lord of Destruction.
It's Surtur.
Surtur.
Surtur, voiced by Clancy Brown, aka Mr. Krabs.
Really?
Yes. But he's great. He's so one-dimensional that it cracked me up. That he's just like, when they put the helmet back on the fire and he just explodes back out, just like, yep, it's time, let's go.
It's time, let's go.
And he's yelling the same thing. He's just like, I am Asgard's reckoning. And
I am death, I am destruction. This guy, not much of a villain. I mean, he obviously does what Thor has planned.
Right. It takes Thor like 30 seconds to stop him in the first place while Immigrant Song plays.
Which I thought was great. Did you know that song is not supposed to be in movies?
Really?
Yeah. When Jack Black had put it in School of Rock, he had to get like thousands of people to ask Led Zeppelin to allow them to play that song in that movie, because it's like they do not want their songs in movies.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there's like a whole big thing about it, and it plays like, in the van.
It's about like Thor.
Right, it is about Thor. It's like Hammer of the Gods.
Oh man, that's wild. That's wild.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I think they probably had an easier time getting it in Thor Ragnarok than they did getting it in School of Rock.
Just throw money at it.
Right, just get it. Do what you got to do.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not supposed to be in movies, but I think it's probably in a good amount of movies.
Yeah.
Because that's how people know.
It was great. I thought it was gonna be like, as soon as it started playing, I thought I was gonna hate it. Like almost.
But I loved it.
Almost like if they had just played Iron Man like in the middle of Iron Man, but I loved it.
Right. Well, this wasn't the first scene of Iron Man. This was the first scene of the 3rd Thor movie.
Yes, I know, but I'm just saying, I love it. I love it. I love the fact they put it in there. But yeah, so we get Surtur as an air quotes villain, but he was great. And then we get the real villain. Hela.
Hela?
Goddess of Death.
I love Hela because Hela is completely one-dimensional, has no like rational motivation other than she wants to like rule the realms because she's the goddess of death. And I'm totally just cool
straight.
with it.
She's the next in line. She's like, this is my doing.
And I'm like, I'm totally cool with her lack of motivation and her ability to just summon swords and spears out of nowhere.
Oh yeah,
very cool.
Yeah, after she puts her hat on.
Right,
all the villains in Asgard have to have a hat.
Well, yeah, all of the heroes do as well. Loki's got his horns, and Thor's got his little
they got Thor the helmet in the gladiator scene. Oh, that was great. He like puts the thing down. And I was like, what's up?
Right, and then Hela was great. I'm totally cool with it. I don't want to spend any more time on Hela because I thought she was cool.
She was cool, one-dimensional, awesome.
Yeah,
Cate Blanchett did really well. Congratulations.
Yeah,
bro.
I don't think she really had to stretch many muscles on that one though.
No.
Jeff Goldblum,
the Grandmaster.
This was the villain literally straight out of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah.
I like just perfect though.
Yeah,
I thought he was absolutely hilarious.
Because it's just Jeff Goldblum being Jeff Goldblum. Like,
no, he's not Jeff Goldblum being Jeff Goldblum. He's Jeff Goldblum being the Grandmaster. This sort of like, who knows what kind of sort of effeminate, really fun, interesting, hilarious guy.
Yeah.
And he, just like Korg, is like, well, this is just how things are in this world. This is just not even in this world. This is just how things are. Period.
Well, I mean, he decides that though.
Right. Great revolution, guys.
Yeah, I mean, he's very much strikes me as one of those people that just kind of like happened upon the right place, right time. Like he got dumped on this planet Sakaar and was just like, cool, I rule this place now.
I'm in charge now, and that is my thing.
Like he just kind of snuck his way up to the top.
Right. Do you have any other comments on Goldblum?
Yeah, I think that I don't necessarily think we've seen the last of him as a
definitely
as a character, and I'm excited for it. He was just it was perfect. I thought he was going to be a bigger deal. I really did. I thought he was going to be more of a character in the movie, but at the end, I think he really did what he needed to do.
Yeah, I actually felt like, and this is just a minor complaint here, was that they spent a lot of time on Sakaar, and I wanted them to leave sooner. Like I wanted more of the Thor and Hela battle. That was just me. I felt like I was like, okay, we've been here, couldn't get in the Quinjet, now you got to do a whole other thing to get something. But whatever. I mean, it worked. It played. I liked the movie. No complaints there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought he was going to have a bigger role and have like a bigger impact on the characters. What about Loki?
Loki, I think, got a healthy dose of character development.
I agree.
I like Loki as this not so villainous kind of guy.
Well, I like that he is like, any enemy of my enemy is my enemy because my enemy is my enemy, not yours.
Right. Anybody who is against Thor needs to die.
Is my enemy.
Right, exactly.
Right, because like I will be the one to defeat Thor. It is my throne to take.
Right, exactly. And I think that they had that really tender scene when Loki was like, I think I'm going to stay here on Sakaar. And Thor was like, yeah, I think that'd be a good idea. It's like, it's perfect for you, who you can rule this place with Iron Fist to be great. And Loki was like, do you think that little of me? And Thor was like, no, that's what you want.
Right.
And I don't think Loki had ever thought about that before, is like what kind of shadow he cast.
Right.
And
I agree, but I thought Loki had good development, like you were saying. Did you have something else to add there?
No, I was just saying, like, that I was going to say what you said, that Loki moved very far forward in his story arc. And
I thought that Marvel addressed this earlier than I thought they needed to, where like Loki goes and does the little like, jump trick that he does, where he like duplicates himself and then messes with, and like Thor is completely caught on. Like, maybe I'll notice this watching the next 11 movies that Loki does this every stinking time, and it's like, okay, man, we get it. You got this little trick. But I had not felt that way up to this point.
No,
Thor
was like ready for it.
Like, right, they adjusted themselves that like, okay, Thor, well,
this isn't gonna work anymore. Yeah,
right. We're gonna have to find a new trick that Loki can do.
Right. Yeah, 100% agree. 100% agree.
I think one of my favorite scenes in this whole movie, though, comes right at the beginning. With
you're talking about the one with Doctor Strange? Yes.
Oh.
It's hilarious. Also, like 171A Bleecker Street. I was like, that's a little.
Yeah, it's also in Doctor Strange.
Is it?
That's where he goes to. But it sounds way too much like 22B.
Right, and the card looked like it and everything, and I was like, the house looked like it, and I'm like, this is a little heavy-handed.
I didn't know if that was supposed to be a nod to like Sherlock.
Yeah.
But it felt like a nod to it.
Yeah. So the great scene where like Loki falls through the portal and he's just like, I'm not doing this. This isn't me. And he just disappears. Right. And there's a card left behind. And we just get jump cut after jump cut after jump cut.
What do you think that is? I have a theory on this, that he is, he's not wearing it at the time, but I have the theory that he's time traveling and we're seeing it from Thor's perspective, what that looks like.
Right.
Is that like,
I think
he's stopping time, doing something.
I think so.
Adjusting Thor as necessary.
Right, exactly. And Thor's like, we could have just walked.
Right.
Because it's
obviously
like, throwing him off. And that was not something we ever got in Doctor Strange, because like everybody can do it. It was all like sorcerers, and they were just sorcering at each other.
Right.
And now we get to kind of like a normal person's perspective on it.
Right. Like a frame of reference. Like Loki and Thor, literal gods.
Yeah.
Nowhere near as powerful as Doctor Strange.
Yeah, Doctor Strange is OP-AF in this universe.
The sorcerer supreme of all realms.
Right, like he can crush Thor. He can he can put Thor in a loop where he's falling forever, like instantly.
And he did that to Loki.
He did that. Yeah. Loki.
Yeah, Loki. Everybody's favorite god of mischief, Loki.
Yeah, Loki, and he falls out of the portal and goes, "I was falling for 30 minutes."
Yeah. Oh my god, it was so good. I am very, very excited because Doctor Strange actually was not one of my favorite movies.
Me either.
On first watch. I will see how much this, like, seeing how much the character develops between films, how much that affects how I feel about the original movie that came out, and I think I'm going to like it more. Right,
because we've got 100% Stephen Strange now. Like, he is in on his character.
Right.
Like, there's no more uncertainty. There's no more like, I don't know if I can do this. There's no more, I was waiting for the Sorcerer Supreme to like tell me what to do. It's like, he is God.
Right. Dormammu, I'm here to bargain.
Oh, God. That scene is a whole different.
I love that scene. If you say anything negative, well, anyway, we don't have enough time at this brunch menu to discuss all of Doctor Strange. So who is your we've got a bunch of main characters. I'm gonna run down who I think the main characters are. We've got Thor, Loki, Hulk, Valkyrie, and I guess Hela.
Yeah,
I'll drop that in there.
I would say that.
Who of these characters is like your favorite, or got the most out of this movie, or however you interpret this question?
It's really hard not to love new Thor.
I know, he's so great.
So like it's what I think it's what the MCU needed. Is this like, he's still super confident, but he's like the confident kind of funny guy. Right. And we had like confident funny guys in Tony Stark, but Tony's like so cynical and stuff that you got like, Thor is just like, okay, Thor Tony wants everything to be awesome. He's grown so much since Avengers 1 where he's like, you don't have Bildstein on this planet? Right, and now he's like, he says like, and really, and like all these Earthisms. Right. And he broke up with Nicole, whatever. Natalie Portman? I think she dumped him. Is that what you think happened? Definitely, because he was like, I broke up with her. It was a mutual dumping.
Right. We'll see exactly how that goes down in Dark World. I don't remember how Dark World ends.
I've never seen it in my life. Still.
But coming Tuesday, Ethan and Ty's thoughts on Dark World.
Thursday.
Tuesday for us. Thursday
for you.
Right. Thursday. There's been a lot of Thursdays lately.
Yeah, there has. There's one every single week.
Yep. And then what are your thoughts on so you got a favorite man? You like the Thor? I agree with
Thor.
that.
I mean, it's about him. It's hard not to. We got a great. I don't know about a great Hulk, but we got a different Hulk. We got a great villain, everything like that. But I mean, Thor's.
I like Ruffalo. I like Banner.
Yeah.
I like Banner a lot. I don't. I wasn't crazy about like the Natasha Romanoff thing, but that goes back to like my upset part with Liv Tyler in the first Hulk movie.
Yeah.
Where like I don't think Hulk can just be calmed down. But just because of a pretty smile.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're getting. Like Marvel says,
right.
Wrong.
Right. That's what we get. So that's what we get. I
don't think it's gonna go away at this point.
I thought that one of the funniest moments in the whole movie was Banner being like, "Well, I'm sorry, Tony Stark wears really really tight pants in the
yeah."
Oh, he gets his hems cut. I thought that was really funny.
I know. I think one of the funniest moments in the whole movie comes from Hulk when like we get the opposite of the Edward Norton scene, where like Edward Norton jumps out of the plane and lands as Hulk.
Oh my gosh! It was the funniest
Bruce
thing
Banner
ever.
Jumps out of the spaceship as Hulk, or as Bruce Banner, and lands flat on his face as Bruce Banner.
Oh my god.
He's like, so I got this, you'll see. And Valkyrie's like, what?
What? Okay, bye.
Yeah.
There is oh gosh, I had something I wanted to bring up and talk about. There's so many good things in this movie. Literally the whole movie was just dying laughing.
Yeah.
I'm very curious to see how it ages. I know one of the first reviews I read about this movie was like, I saw it, I loved it, and then 2 days later I hated it.
Yeah. I've seen it twice now, so.
You have?
Yeah, so I went to see it Thursday night with my roommate because I was like, I have to see it. This is my only time. Like, I'm doing a thing tomorrow with my girlfriend. And then after the thing that we did, my girlfriend was like, I want to go see Thor. And I was like, it's 11:15. She's like, we're going to see Thor. I'm like, all right, whatever. So awesome. We went to like an 11:15 showing of Thor. So I saw it 2 times in 2 days.
Nice.
Yeah.
I will probably see it again, but I have to watch Dark World first.
I mean, you're definitely going to see it again because we're going to have to watch it again before we review it again.
I will probably see it again in theaters.
Yeah, it was so good. Yeah. Anyway, so who was your favorite secondary character?
Korg.
Okay. Well, who are our other options here? Like, let's.
You got Goldblum. You've got Scourge. Hilarious. This is Dez and Troy.
Oh my god! And he got him in Texas. I was like, that's so funny.
Yeah, Scourge is really really good. I will say Scourge to me reminded me of he's an actor. What's his name? Guy plays Scourge.
His name is Carl Urban.
Carl Urban. I like Carl Urban. I thought he did a really good job in this movie. I thought he was hilarious. Yeah. But he reminded me of that other guy that was the villain in the first Superman movie, General Zod. And
Michael Shannon.
I'm not crazy about that kind of character in these superhero movies. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about me. I don't know what similarities I'm drawing between these two, other than that they look like guys that are too cool to be in these movies. But I don't know. They're not my favorite characters. That's me. That's my 2 cents. That's all you get. Okay? I'm not even going to try to explain it.
Okay, that's fine. I like Scourge. I thought he was funny.
I did too. I laughed.
He did a good job.
Yep. But I would say Korg by far.
Korg, definitely Korg.
Stole the show.
Korg is great. Korg Ragnarok. But there were just so many great minor characters, and there were so many not great minor characters too, like the guy with the mace.
Which guy? Oh yeah, I thought that was so stupid.
Weird.
They had
who was that guy?
Oh, they killed all of Thor's fundamental
she just
friends.
Marked those dudes.
Except for what's her name?
Sif.
Yeah, who wasn't in this movie at all.
Well, she's supposed to be Thor's wife.
Okay, well, looks like Valkyrie and Thor are getting a little buddy-buddy.
You think so?
Well, I mean, it's literally Peter Quill and Gamora to a T. Literally same relationship.
Really? I did not catch that.
That's what I think.
Oh,
that's what I think.
Hold on. We can't glance over this in minor characters. We gotta talk about Matt Damon.
Matt Damon in this movie.
Matt Damon being, like, actor Loki.
I love that Matt Damon plays actor Loki. I also love that Liam Hemsworth played actor Thor.
No, Luke Hemsworth.
Luke Hemsworth.
How many
Luke Hemsworth?
Hemsworths are there?
Enough to make me feel like
because it's not Liam. It's not the normal younger brother. It's like a different.
Who is Luke
younger
Hemsworth?
brother? I'm imagining.
I'm googling it right now, but it's gonna sound bad because. What do you think of Stan Lee's cameo?
Oh, as the barber?
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, I thought it was so funny. He was like, my hands aren't as steady as they once were. And then do you think Thor's haircut was supposed to look like that? Or do you think that it got like chopped up and that's why on the sides it was like there was like random slits in it and stuff? What did you think?
I think that it was supposed to be like random slits because Thor was fighting the haircut, but it ended up just looking badass.
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, Chris Hemsworth's the kind of guy that's handsome enough that you could literally put anything on that guy.
I'm sitting there going, I should do that with my hair. And then I'm like, nope.
I know. I was like, you know what?
Nope.
With my dorky, nerdy glasses, I'd look great.
Also, apparently there is a Taylor Hemsworth in this.
Gosh, there's
who is, she was college girl too.
Luke Hemsworth is older than Chris. Older
than Chris. Yes. Really? So Chris is older brother.
Yes, and he's in Westworld.
Okay. So there's Liam, and there's a lot of Hemsworths.
There is.
This whole clan involved.
There is.
They may not even be all related. I don't know. But
well, Chris and Liam are related.
Yeah.
And then he's married. There's a whole bunch of them. Yeah.
Now, Liam Hemsworth is the one that dated Miley Cyrus, right?
I believe so. I think they're together right now.
Are they? That's cute.
Yeah, but this is not celebrity news podcast.
I'm just trying to remember which one is which. They're all beautiful.
So, final thoughts on this movie. Let's get some grades. Give me like a 1 out of 10 on this movie.
I'm going to go like a solid, probably 8.9.
I was thinking, a high 8, like an 8.7, 8.8.
I don't know. It's definitely not a 10, and I don't know if it can quite be a 9.
I mean, you got to remember, if you're looking at all movies, even within this genre, does this compete with Dark Knight? Does it compete with Iron Man 1? I think it's in the same conversation.
I think it does.
I think it's in the same conversation.
Because you got to consider, does it do what it is set out to do effectively?
Which is, I think, not only in terms of the continuity of getting the Guardians of the Galaxy mentality in line with the Avengers mentality, bringing those sort of types of characters together. You know, obviously there was no interaction between those characters, but the comedy style, the director style, was very similar.
For sure.
As well as, just as a movie, it's hilarious. You take it out of the whole story altogether.
Right,
it's super funny.
If you could watch this movie without seeing all the other Avengers movies and
you could watch it without seeing Dark World.
Yeah, I did. But I mean, if you could theoretically just show this to somebody that has never seen any Marvel movie and have them still understand the story, I think they would find it hilarious.
I think it would be a bad introduction to the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, no, it'd be terrible.
Yeah, that people would be like, this is not at all like that Iron Man movie you told me to watch.
Yeah, no. This has been Bacon and Eggs Sunday Brunch. We hope you guys liked it. If you did like it, shoot us an email, tweet at us. I am at WowNow. The O's are zeros. Tyler is at AmeriCarlin on both Twitter and Instagram. And that's about all I got.
Yeah, or you can tweet our direct podcast
Bacon and
Twitter.
Eggs 23.
Bacon and Eggs 23. On Thursday, we will be back with another episode of our regular show, Scenes from an Italian Podcast.
We talk more about Thor and Billy Joel.
Yeah. But yeah, we hope you enjoyed this. If this is something you'd like us to keep going, again, let us know. Thank you for listening. We love your ears. Specifically, they're our favorite ears.
Thank you guys so much for listening. Until next time, arrivederci.
Diamond is forever.
I don't like to feel sticky.